Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, this is Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. One tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Block working out of the gun. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Lock throwing on target to Fant, and he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
First down.
They look to throw. It's Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And it's 3rd down.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Block off a play action. He's got his tight end Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to someone else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown.
Noah Fant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos push further out in front. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 4-yard pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And some room to work. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 23.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So that'll back them up 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Mike's 50. Right.
Mayfield now. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
Check 3. Hey, Mike's 50. Point it right.
They'll run with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of 1 yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Hurry. Let's go. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Throwing. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are back within a score. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Denver.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. He's got it at the 15.
Locke's pass.
And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory.
56 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now
Locke going to keep this himself. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Locke going to keep it again. The quick slant caught. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Locke going to keep this. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. The kick by McManus is good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He was brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
15 yards on the play, first down.
First down, Denver.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 15-line, 15-line.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Block with a throw, caught by Hamler.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And the Broncos first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Caught by number 11.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Flush to his right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
5-yard line.
Chubb pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
The ball carrier.
We know that old expression, it's not my night.
8-yard line.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. And here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Chubb. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Watch the screen. Pistol.
On third down, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. On play action, Locke. This is the tight end fan. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throwing on first down is Locke. He'll go up top, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Denver.
Block working out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion. Back
to the air on second down. It's Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
14.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 24.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
Flushed out right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9.
To throw, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Mayfield lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
19 and brings up third down.
Mayfield off the play fake. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
9-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Browns 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Block now to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Broncos push further out in front. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Broncos 45, Browns 20.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though. Probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And 2.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Into heavy traffic at the 49. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And 1. At the 34-yard line.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off at the 40. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll fire one downfield for Fant.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end.
And now it's 2nd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They look to throw. It's locked. On under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. One last shot from Mayfield here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Tonight's final score, Broncos.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on.